For years, Colin was the perfect tenant, paid his rent on time and looked after the place. But then things went pear-shaped and Colin became unglued.
I got told by people that knew him that he would probably do something in revenge on his way out the door, but I didn't think it would be this bad.
Well, it's bad. Really bad.
It's all ruined, all your windows, everything needs replacing. You're in for a big bill, I'm afraid, David.
Landlord David Longford and his tenant Colin Spargo got along just fine for 12 years. Everything was rosy at this home in Warilla, south of Sydney. He hadn't paid a bond, it was a handshake deal.
I met Colin, he was a family friend, and he started here at $350 a rent back in 2012. And that stayed like that until probably about 2017 when we put the rent up to $400 a week.
But David wanted to do a few things to the place eventually, so he engaged a real estate agent and the rent went up to $550 a week.
And he calls me up and says, we need to go back to how we were with me paying you cash. And I said, no, I want to keep it through the real estate. And he says, well, in that case, we've got a problem and it's your problem, not mine.
Pensioner Colin moved out, but wrecked David's house in the process.
Should I be worried about coming in here?
Well, there's a bit of a smell, but you'll survive.
Colin used industrial strength glue to fasten everything in the house shut.
So when I noticed it was on the table here, I tried to move the table.
And he's even glued that.
He's glued that down?
Yes.
What's he done to the shutters?
Yeah, so he's glued all of the shutters. I've got 7 shutters around the house. All of them are glued, can't be moved.
I can see all the glue here, yeah, and you cannot move it. You can't move it at all.
If it could be glued, it was glued.
I can see the glue here.
Yeah, that's right, the window locks.
So he's glued all these indoor windows, you can't move them at all. I'm a bit frightened about going into Colin's bedroom, but
yeah,
I'm going to venture.
Yeah, there is actually a
men fear to tread. Is that a saying?
Over here, the built-in wardrobes have all the internal cupboards glued shut. Can't open them.
Even the drawers,
The drawers are glued.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Rightio. Well, they're ruined.
Yep. This bedroom was probably his best effort. We've got a big patch of glue here. And
so he glued the door shut and you had to go bang to get it open?
That's right, yeah.
Then there was the paint.
Oh, yeah.
He's thrown a bucket of paint over the bed that was left here and the cupboard so that they can't be recycled either.
The couches ruined.
He slashed the couch.
He's left this couch and slashed it so that it can't be donated to anyone.
Even the lawnmower.
Oh, he's glued so you can't use the mower.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Can we get the petrol cap off? No, that's glued shut too.
He's glued the petrol cap shut too.
But cranky Colin wasn't finished there. His nastiest work found when David began the laborious task of cleaning up the mess. He discovered the source of the putrid smell. A bag of rotting prawns in a kitchen drawer which was glued shut, and one hidden in a wall cavity.
In hindsight, I sort of wish that I hadn't have looked after him for so long and I got him out earlier.